That is 2 minutes and 26 seconds of only from Justin Bieber, Benny Blanco, Phineas teaming up for that. Co-writer, am I correct to say co-writer, co-producer, or what are your technical credits on that? Okay, writer and producer of that song. Benny Blanco joins us from his very comfortable looking couch with a T-shirt, and on the chest of the T-shirt is Cher.
Oh, what could be better?
Looks good. Was thinking about you when I started playing that song and listening to the lyrics. And I'm just wondering more, Benny, about the discovery of that pain that Justin sings about. Can you walk us through the discovery of it?
Yeah, look, we all wanted to make a song together. You know, I've been working with Justin since 2009, so lots of history there. Phineas, why not? He's the best in the world. And you know, we were actually writing another song, and it was like almost time to go. And I was like, Phineas, come on, I want one of the ballads. Let's do a ballad. And we started doing it. And, you know, we had been talking to Justin, and you know, Justin was quarantined in Canada at the time. So he cut his vocals while being in Canada. And, you know, it's such a difficult song because, like, you know, I would talk to Justin about it, and he'd be like, you know, I feel it's hard for me to listen to this song.
Yeah.
And he, you know, I don't think if we all weren't so close there that we'd be able to get this song out because it's so emotional, so raw. And, you know, Justin's got a different, you know, life. You know, most people, they make a mistake and their mom says, hey, I'm disappointed in you. Or their friends are like, hey, you know, Justin makes a mistake, it's on CNN the next day, you know? Yeah. So it's like he grew up in such a strange set of circumstances, you know?
And in the lyrics, he generalizes, but does suggest that the people closest to him turned the other way. And he's got most of those same people around him, certainly on the professional side. Was that a challenging component to this?
Yeah, I don't think it's more so just about him and just like trying to, you know, everyone suppresses their feelings all the time. You know, it's like everyone's on Instagram smiling, and then, you know, maybe when they get off, they're like not feeling so good. And I think one of the biggest challenges was like himself, because he has to put on for all these people all the time, and it's like he's always, and it's like, when who does he get to go to? When does he get to have that moment? And it's like, you know, we all, I'm sure you're the same way. You play Superman for everybody all day, and it's like, you know, sometimes you just want to take off that cape and use it as a little tissue or something.
It's powerful. I mean, it's powerful though, Benny. You can hear the pain in the roller coaster of pain in the vocals.
Mm-hmm. No, it's like, you know, people have been asking me about SNL when we did it. And it's like, you know, he's on SNL. I'm sitting there next to him. And it's like, you know, in rehearsals, you're singing a song. But then when he does it, it was so, you know, you could feel the lump in his throat. He's only, you know, he's getting off stage, he's emotional. And, you know, when he came up and he did like those like high notes, like that weren't normally in the song, in the thing, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, just don't look at him, don't mess up. You know, 'cause I'm a fan just like everyone else, you know? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, like he, you know, and
you hugged him too. You gave him like you guys embraced at the end.
That was him just going like that. None of that stuff was planned. Like he, you know, there's all these, you know, we see, the thing I love about Justin is like, there's all these artists out there that, you know, they're pop stars, they're cookie cutter, they're this, they're that. And we never really get to know him. Justin's the type of guy, he's like, hey, I got a pimple. Here it is on Instagram. You know what I mean? And for him, I think the bravery for him to put this song out, because it's like, if one kid in like Wichita is like, you know what, Justin goes through the same thing I go through. You know what I mean?
I want to ask you something, but when I come back with Benny, I'm just looking at our schedule. I want to have you for another segment because I'm so curious. You know, I'm fascinated by what it is you do for a living. And I mean, it's just, I'm in awe of the talent, the skill that you have. And we've talked about this before.
Totally.
But, and I'm asking you this because I think you'll be a great dad. Do you have kids?
I don't. It's so funny. I was sitting there yesterday talking with one of my friends, and I was like, I can't wait to be a dad. Are you a dad?
No, but I'm thinking about it. I mean, I don't know what
let's do it, me and you together.
Let's do it.
Well, it's time that we could share.
No.
Right?
Let's do it together.
You and Ryan, a couple kids. How old are you, Benny?
I'm 32.
All right, great, because I'm 45. I'll die, and you can still be there for all this stuff.
I know, dude. I will be
You're the younger man. You're the younger guy for me.
I'll be like, your other father, he was great. He had the second best hair. Like, it's great. Like, we're going to be good.
I want to come back, and I want to talk more about just what happens when you get with an artist. Because it's interesting, I think, for people to hear. Hey, Benny Blanco is with us, superstar producer, just a curator of great talent. I think, what you do is you figure out how to connect with an artist, and then you bring out their magic. I mean, you help them bring out their own magic. And I'm curious to know, Benny, you've worked with so many of the artists we play here and so many of the artists over the course of your career. How do you open the door to get the trust, and where do you begin? Because you almost have to clean your slate with everybody so that it's not redundant or repetitive.
Yeah. Look, I'm not working with anyone that I'm not friends with. So like, if I can't have you over to dinner with like my mom, or like sit there and tell and fart jokes with you, like we're not doing it. Like for me, it's like, like the first time I worked with Ed Sheeran, we had gone out, 7 times before then and hung out, and then we wrote a song, and then, we became closer, and he called me one time when he was breaking up with one of his girlfriends, and then I went out on the road with them for 2 years. And it's like, for me, it's like, I can't get those emotions unless I know someone. Because when I go in, I'm like, hey, so what's going on in your life? And then someone will give me some like BS, like fluff answer. Well, I was on tour and I just did that. And I'm like, what's really going on in your life? And then let's grab that. I'm basically a therapist.
No, but
that's true.
Can you execute your own advice in your life? Your own therapy?
Yeah. I do therapy. I do therapy too. Like for me, it's like, yeah, I mean, I can execute it as well as anybody else. We're all so much better.
I'm just saying, like,
like
when and this is, just in our world. So we have listeners that will call in and ask for relationship advice. Now, it's a bit ironic that I'm giving relationship advice as a 45-year-old unmarried man. I mean, I'm labeling myself that. I'm calling myself on that. So I find it ironic because I sometimes can give better guidance than I can execute myself.
I feel like we all can give out the right advice, and we all know what the right advice is. Sometimes we're like, the right advice is right here, and we're like, I'll just go right there. It's like, wait, this is the wrong thing to do? Perfect. I'm going that way. So it's like, I think we all like, it's all, and especially now, with quarantine and all that. And it's like, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, do I like this person? Is this person the person I like? Am I comfortable doing this, doing that? And it's like, honestly, it was a great time to like weed out all the people you didn't need in your life.
Yeah, it's true. It was a nice editing exercise. Who are you working with now we should be thinking about?
I'm working on my album a lot, but I'm also working with there's a new guy named the Kid Leroy. He's really good.
The Kid
really
Leroy.
Good.
Leroy?
Yes. LARI or OI.
Okay.
He's amazing. I met him through Juice WRLD actually.
Wow.
A few years ago, and he's coming up. He's really talented. He's
Australian. I'm
Australian.
Australian rapper, singer, artist. Is he?
Very cool.
Can he write?
Yeah, he does it all. Like, it's like Juice. He does it all right off the top. And like, he was like, I met him actually in the studio with Juice. He's managed by the same people, and he's so talented. He's like not even 18. He's like 17 or 16.
And it's great to see you're excited. I can tell you're excited. Real quick.
I get excited. I get excited about new artists.
I know. It's discovering someone is such a fun thing to do. What about your music? Tell me, give me some texture to it, and then when we'll start getting some stuff.
We just put out this song. I definitely have been, the music's a little bit different. Like, I'm not really making, like, I don't think it was appropriate for myself to make music. Like, I don't want people to be in a nightclub right now. So I'm not really making music for a nightclub. Like, I'm making music for your car, for being sad at home. Like I want people to stay away from the nightclubs. Like, it's like, it's COVID time. It's crazy. Los Angeles is like the most selfish place in the world. Like, every single person is going out. Like, I look on Instagram and like everyone's partying. Like, I think maybe I'm just too old and like I care too much. Like, I'm just like, what are you guys doing? I'm like a mother. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what? I sit inside my house all day.
Yeah. I think that sometimes you see that and you think, is that even real? Like, are they staging a lot of that? Those shows?
No, they're not. They're not.
Benny, we are big fans. Appreciate you coming on. Great record. Lonely. Great record. And we're looking forward to your album. So make sure you come by or Zoom or whatever we're doing for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll Zoom by. All right. Hey, thanks so much.
All right, buddy. Take care of yourself.
Peace.
Bye.
He would make a great friend and a great dad. I'm looking at him going, listen to the things he's saying, right?
I just want to hang out with him.